Alright, what's good, boys? For you who don't know, this is Max. He was a student of mine for about 3 months. Hopped him on a call just to talk about how everything was going between him and me and the mentoring and all that stuff. So, introduce yourself, bro.
Yeah, my name's Max, 18, and I live in Australia.
Share some results you had whilst, you started phone reselling.
Yeah, so I started in April this year. First week I did about 1,000 in profit, then I finished that month off with 3,000 profit. The following month I did 6,500, then my third month I did 9,000, and I've been doing about 10,000 months consistently since.
Fuck, that's good. That's good. You got any upcoming goals with the phone reselling? How much you trying to make? What are you saying?
Yeah, trying to go into wholesale and stuff and take it to maybe 15k.
15, 15. You got to shoot high, hey? Like 20,000. What are we saying?
But I reckon 20's cheap.
2,000. Fair enough. I mean,
Yeah.
when do you want to hit this goal by? When are you thinking?
Look, I'm thinking like November, December, 2, 3 months probably.
I mean, that'd be pretty mad, eh? Only starting in, what'd you say, April?
April, yeah.
Yeah, it was April when we started, eh? I mean, look, hitting $20,000 a month in a business in the same year, that's got to be pretty hectic.
Yeah, pretty crazy. I can't lie.
I mean, numbers are, might be hard for you to come up with a number straight away, but like, how much are you looking for to finish the year off, like in total amount? Because I mean, you would have already made quite a bit starting in April.
Yeah,
What you did, because you got to $9,000 a month in like 3 months, which
yeah,
is
pretty much.
pretty mental. That's already like good as hell. And then now you're just cruising at 10K. I mean, have you had any better than 10K a month? Like, have you hit 11,
I think
12?
top month was probably 11,500. Yeah,
Oh, true, true, true. I mean, what? So you'd be getting pretty close to six figures on the year, even though you started in April.
yeah, I'm aiming for 6 figures this year, hopefully.
Six figures? Oh, I mean, look, I'd be pretty mad.
Yeah,
I mean,
thanks.
18 years old especially.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's it called? Tell us a bit about yourself. Like, what was your past before phone reselling? So, like, what were you doing? Like, occupation, shit like that.
Yeah, so basically last year I was just in school, did my final year. It's kind of like trying a few side hustles. Then finished school, then went to a 9 to 5, was hating that, trying side hustles like drop shipping, SMA, stuff like that. Didn't really work out. Then I came across your stuff on Instagram and YouTube, gave that a try, and it just worked out. It's like the easiest money I've made, to be honest.
Hey, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, what job were you working? You
I
said you were
was
working nine to five.
working at Coles. It's pretty AIDS. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, for all the Australian viewers, they'll know Coles. I mean, look, who knows? Maybe one of these motherfuckers saw you working in there.
yeah, probably.
See some Coles worker.
Yeah,
Fair enough. And what were the hours? You said 9 to 5, but what was that like 40 hours a week?
yeah. I was in like 35 to 40 hours a week, and being able
Fair
to
enough.
slot in a bit of reselling was pretty doable. And then I just reduced my hours until I was able to quit.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Fair point. Yeah, because it doesn't really take that much time, does it? Because I remember when you were like when we first started, you were still working that full-time job.
Yeah, I was
But
full time for a while, and then I was able to kind of a few hours, even like 1 hour a day, or even half an hour, just do some reselling on the side. Made a few extra hundred a week, and then yeah, just slowly reduced my hours until I was making full time income.
fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, what kind of got you to the point where you're like, damn, I should like go all in? Like, what was the exact moment, and like, what kind of led up to that whilst you're working that job and like starting phone reseller?
I came to a point where I was doing like 40 hours a week, making $600, and then I sold like two phones, made $600, and that took
Yeah,
1 hour of work. So I was just like, "There's no way I'm gonna work this job." Quit that job and then just took that full time, and it's been good ever since.
yeah, no, I can relate. When I was like, because I was like damn young. Like you were 18, so you're on like better wages at your 9 to 5.
Yeah,
But when I was at mine, like bro, the wages were terrible. So like a full week was like $300,
yeah, that's good.
and I'd literally do that in a single phone
Yeah,
in like 30 minutes of work, and like bro, it just like it makes you feel shit but amazing at the same time. Like
yeah, no, 100%.
yeah, because you've been like wasting hella time, and at the same time you just made hella bread in like no time. But
Yeah.
it's just stupid. Well, let me ask, why did you start like a mobile phone business as their business model? Like, why did you choose that out of anything else?
I feel like all the others are like way too saturated, to be honest. Like drop shipping, so many people doing it, so many courses that just like sell you the dream, but it's just not achievable. I tried reselling a phone, it worked out so easily. My first week did $1,000, so I was like, there's no way this is not going to work. Kept staying consistent with it. It's the easiest thing you can do. Drive 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or get it delivered to your house, and it's the easiest way to make money. So I just stay consistent with that, and it works out.
Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, what was it? Do you remember the first phone you got? Surely.
Oh, I think it was an iPhone X. Picked up for probably like $100. Made like 150 profit the first time.
Hey, that's pretty good, eh?
Yeah,
That's it's pretty damn good. Yeah, I found everybody always find like everybody remembers their first phone. I swear, it's kind of like a
yeah,
if you know what I mean. Like you know what I mean by like a pivoting moment. Like you're
yeah.
like,
100%.
holy fuck. Like I know another student of mine, fucking his name's Kalijah. He got a real good first buy. It was like a 13 Pro Max for like $350 profit.
Alright.
Like his first ever phone he flipped. He was like broke.
Yeah,
Like yeah, I mean I got pretty lucky too. My first ever phone was like an iPhone 11 for like I think it was $250 profit.
yeah.
But well tell us now about like financially, like how was the timeline from starting phone reselling to like now? Like how was affording things, if you know what I mean? Like not just the money you made, but like how does it compare to when you were working in 9 to 5 to when you were starting phone reselling to like now when you're just like making hella bread, not working or anything?
Yeah, well, it's mainly just the freedom, to be honest, like working 1 hour a day compared to like 8 hours a day and making like double to triple the amount in one day. Being able to like go on holidays, buy new crap. It's just the main reason I've done it all, to be honest. Just the freedom, do whatever I want, one hour of work a day. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, it must be pretty good, eh? Because technically you've never really had freedom in the end of the day. Because
Yeah.
you did, I mean, you didn't have a job. I mean, I don't know if you had a job at school, but you wouldn't have been working full time whilst you were at high school, hey?
No, definitely not.
But like you still were stuck at school.
Yeah, I was pretty focused on school and then I had like a little part time job, so between those two I had no time to like do anything else really.
Hey, fair enough, fair enough. Well, about your job, so Coles supermarket. Pardon me. Apart from the hours, why did you actually want to get out? Like, was there any other underlying reasons? Like maybe, like apart from freedom, time, what was it? You just hated it, felt like shit. What was it?
Yeah, no, I mainly just hate the job itself. It's kind of AIDS, and then I just see people online doing like no work and making so much more, living the life I wanted to live. So I was just like, came to a switching point. Where I was like, I need to change my situation. Came across your stuff and just fully committed to it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, tell us about that time. I remember you told me about it. You were it was at the start of the phone reselling, and you made Coles like how much money in like a single week?
What do you say?
Like remember how you were telling me about how at Coles when you sell things they like track it on a whiteboard and like show how much money you made like
Oh yeah,
for the company.
yeah.
How much did you make for them like in a single week?
I think it was like 20K in a single week, bro. Like
And you got paid what,
just
600 bucks?
yeah,
Surely that just like made you feel
no, exactly.
I don't know, like just
Yeah,
like I don't know. That's the dumbest thing to put in a workplace because that's basically saying like, hey, you just like slaved your ass off,
yeah,
made us hella bread, and then we just paid you like fucking pennies.
yeah. Pretty much. That's another thing realizing like they have on their board like how much they make. And it's like doing like 100K a week, and then I'm just like, yeah, okay, I made like 600 bucks. It's like
Yeah, it's kind of like they're just stepping on you, if you know what I mean.
yeah, 100%.
Alright, so why did you decide to do a mobile phone business as your business model?
So it's probably just like how easy it is to do. To be honest, Apple does all the marketing for you, so there's really not much left for you to do. All it is just buying and reselling a phone. Not much goes into it, to be honest. You can literally work an hour a day and make hella good money doing it. Everyone has a phone as well. Everyone needs a phone, so everything's done for you. It's just literally buying the phone and reselling it for what it's worth.
Fair enough. I mean, look, it's definitely one of the simpler business models compared to others. So, what's been your other experiences with other business models in the past? Because I know you said you did drop shipping and SMMA. Like, what actually was it about them? Like, did you invest money and like it just didn't go well? Like, what was it?
Yeah, well, I tried drop shipping first of all. It was just like paying monthly subscription for websites and just seeing no results. Whereas like phone reselling, you can literally you can start your course today and then make money the same day. So it's like it just takes
Yeah,
way too long in the process. Even sports betting, trying to understand everything, I tried that for a bit. Just takes way too long. This is just so much more like a simple version. You don't even have to be smart to do it. Anyone can do it, to be honest.
yeah, legit. Eh? And would you feel like those type of things cost like startup capital wise? I feel like drop shipping and sports betting especially, because you need money
Yeah,
to make money. Like you can't just be doing like them $1 bets with like a 2 million bloody return.
yeah,
So would you say it was also things like that, like being like you're working a 9 to 5, you're not really making that much money, so it's not really feasible.
Yeah, well, I didn't really have much starting to be honest, but I mean, I literally bought my first phone for $100 and just built from there. And all these other things like sports bet, you need hundreds to start if you actually want to be profitable. Job shipping, you need money to put into it. Phones, you can literally start with probably $100 and build your way up.
Yeah, because I remember you were telling me like starting it, you were like, bro, I only really just want to like put $500 in. I remember you saying this. You only want to put $500 in, and then just like reinvest the profits that you made.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember you
it.
telling me that like you got that $100 phone, you turned it into like what like $300, so you profited 200.
Yeah,
I'm just assuming here, and then I remember you just kept reinvesting the profits
yeah,
until you got to a point where you just got like hella money to work with. Like you don't have to worry about buying phones no more to resell them.
yeah. We'll just get to a point where like you put a small amount in, for example. I think it was like 500 I put in, and then over
Yeah.
time you just keep profiting. For example, my first week profited 1,000. So then out of 500, I got 1,500, and just reinvest that. And over time, you've just got like what 10K to invest in phones, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty automated from there. To be honest.
Plus, it's pretty quick to build up because I know sports betting. I've looked into it myself. Like I've even tried sports betting myself. I started with like $500 like back in the day, and like I did make a profit, but it was like I had $550 after the first month.
Yeah,
Like that takes so long to build up. Where like you said, you literally turned 500 into 1,500 in the first like week. Like I even know myself when I first started my first month of reselling, I turned $500 into $3,720. Like
yeah, that's insane.
what's that? That's like a seven. That's a 7.5 x return. I don't think there's many things that really give you that in the first month. And also, I can kind of I feel like $500 is the sweet spot for any business model. Like if you can't make it work with $500, I feel like it's just I don't know. Like it's not worth it. Like I know myself. I started drop shipping. I lost $500 in ads within the first week, and I was like, bro, like I don't got the type of money, and I'm sure you can probably relate to that too, eh?
Yeah, of course. Well, the thing with his phones is like there's no way you're going to lose your money because at the end of the day, a phone has like a value and a worth. So even if you buy it for
Yeah.
something, you're still going to be able to resell it for a certain price and
Yeah,
make money.
I see so many people worrying about that. They'd be like, "Oh, but what if it doesn't sell? Like, it's an iPhone. Like, we're not
So
selling something to people. Apple's selling it basically for us. We're just the dude doing it. Like, there's not a single world where an iPhone will not sell unless you're just, I don't know, walking around running up to people saying, 'Buy my fucking phone.'
yeah,
Like, it's always gonna sell. There is really no risk, especially if you just do everything properly."
yeah, 100%.
And another thing about phone reselling, I feel like it's just a lot more easier to focus on like running the actual business instead of learning the business. Would you say like that's kind of the same? Because if you and I both did job shipping, I know me personally, I spent like 2 months or something just trying to learn, like watching course info, all that stuff. Where phone reselling, there isn't really that time. Like you learn by doing it, and as you do it, make money, learn, you just
Yeah.
get better and better. Like, how was your situation with actually getting into phone reselling, talking to me, and actually starting and all that stuff?
Yeah, obviously you need to know like a few things, but I mean once you have like basic knowledge, which you understand like the first like probably day, it's mainly just learning by experience and like more practical side of things. Going out there and actually just buying a phone, putting some money into it. That's how you make most of your knowledge and just the experience of it, rather than sitting down for like a month just reading boring crap, wasting time.
Yeah, I mean, hence why you made $1,000 in your first week.
Yeah, exactly. I just took the risk, just went out there and just bought phones and listened to the stuff that you told me to do, and it worked out so easily.
Yeah, I remember like the first day we literally just hopped on a call.
Yeah,
Like we hopped on a straight call. I gave you the source. I gave you like all the information, all the videos you had to watch, so you can actually like just the basic info. Then we hopped on a call, and I pretty much just told you exactly what you got to do. And I'm pretty sure it was the same day you got that iPhone X.
yeah,
Hey,
no, it was the same day that you told me that stuff. So same day,
yeah.
I think
Like,
it's the best thing you can get, really.
there's no need to waste time and
Yeah,
fuck around.
yeah,
But do you feel like you've got more freedom now that you're doing a mobile phone business?
yeah. No, definitely 100%. Because like in the day, I do like no more than like 1 2 hours work, make like $200 300 from like one or two phone sales. It's pretty simple like that. And then I got the rest of the day just go to the gym, do whatever I want. Really, doesn't really matter to be honest. Hella freedom. I've been able to travel to Bali and to Japan, buy a new car, do all this crap. So much more freedom compared to being stuck in supermarket, Coles, and wasting my life away.
Hey, fair enough, fair enough. Well, what would you say the biggest change in lifestyle is compared to your job to like now doing this mobile phone business? And I don't just mean like the places you've been, but like just the every day to day shit. Like, how's it like waking up? Like, are you no longer waking up at the crack of dawn just to get to work? Like, are you busy? Like, just the everyday normal shit.
Yeah, it's mainly just choosing my own schedule. To be honest, like if I got to get up at 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock to work at a crappy job, I'm hating it. I know I'm getting up and I'm gonna be like crappy at that job and just hating it. And the lifestyle of having to do the same thing every day compared to just getting up whenever I want, doing like 1 or 2 hours work a day, which is so much better.
Hey, fair enough, fair enough. Well, if you had to put a label on it, what is your like favorite, like the number one thing about your lifestyle now, like that mobile phone reselling like has given you?
I'd probably have to say like just being able to give back to my family as well. Like I'm able to like take them out to dinner, do stuff like that. Whereas like before, it's just like you're stuck in like a situation making no money. It's mainly just the money side of it, and it's like work I actually enjoy, requires no effort as well. So yeah,
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I know you're a big family man, and I mean that definitely helps heaps. And
yeah,
this one might be a little bit off topic because I know you. You're a Christian. You're a Christian man. Hey,
yeah.
would you say like for all the other Christian viewers that are watching, because I do know there's quite a few. There would be quite a few.
Yeah.
Would you say this freedom of life has kind of helped you focus more on your Christianity and your beliefs and shit too?
Yeah, no, 100%. You got so much more time to like actually dedicate yourself to the religion rather than just like waking up 9 to 5, not being able to do like the stuff you want to do for God, such as praying, reading the Bible. You don't have time to do that stuff. Now I've got heaps of time. Quit my job because I couldn't go to church before, so now I can go to church. I can do my prayers each day, read the Bible, everything like that. It's just that becomes like part of the freedom as well, doing what you want when you want. Yeah,
Yeah, because you used to work Sundays, hey? So there
yeah,
was like literally no,
yeah,
there was no option to go to church.
yeah,
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, if any other people watching this who are like currently trying a different business model, like drop shipping, or they're working a job they hate, or they just really want to start making actual money, or just they were in your same position, because I know a lot of people are, what advice would you give to them?
yeah. Well, first of all, obviously it's not easy just to like change your situation overnight, but it is just literally just getting up and deciding one day you just need to change your situation. If you've come across like yourself in your course and stuff, it's just about taking risk, if you can even call it a risk. So you're guaranteed to make your money back pretty much. But it's just
Yeah.
making the choice and just being like, I'm not doing this anymore. I need to like dedicate myself to something else and just giving it a go. Like at the end of the day, you give it a go. If it doesn't work, then I mean, like who cares? To be honest, go back to what you're doing before. But it's pretty hard like not to succeed with this business model. To be honest, you got to be pretty dumb. To be honest.
Would you say it's like pretty much impossible for them to lose anything? Like I don't personally think there's any way you can go from being in this position you're in that you don't fucking like to then be below that. Like,
Yeah.
do you
Oh,
think
it's
there's really any possible way?
Yeah, I don't see a single way how you're gonna like, for example, lose money or be in a worse situation than before. If you follow like your guide and like the price that you tell someone to sell a phone for, if you buy it for under that, it's gonna sell for that price. It's been proven, so it's hard
Yeah.
not to like do that and make money as a result.
Hey, I mean, I'm sure you can relate. I was literally like holding your hand through the whole process. Like I
Yeah,
was just telling you, get this, do this, sell it at this. I mean, look, I think that would have helped you quite a bit at the start as well, because the second I was like, well, you get this at this price, you sell it at this price, you kind of instantly were like, well, then I can just continue doing those phones
yeah,
at that
exactly.
price.
Yeah,
And then once you knew it once, it's kind of just rinse and repeat.
yeah, no, literally, it's just as soon as you get your head around the process, it's literally just the same thing every day. I wake up and it's just like muscle memory to be honest.
Yeah, fair. One tip I like to tell a lot of people is phone reselling isn't like, obviously you do need to adapt to new things like different strategies, which you and me went over in like our calls, our one-on-one calls, and talked about that. But it's building habits. Like, would you say a lot of what you do now is pretty much all built in like a system, a habit? Like right now, there's nothing that's really you have to sit down and be like, okay, I need to lock in for like 5 hours and get shit done. You don't really have to do that, do you?
No, 100% not. That's probably the best thing about it is like you don't really have to use much of your brain. It's kind of like you just know what you have to do. Wake up, check marketplace, message people specific scripts to buy their phone, go buy the phone, relist it. It's as simple as that. There's not much that really goes into it. It doesn't require any like hard work or labor or anything like that. It's literally just
Yeah.
simple 1 hour a day and you make profit.
Would you say like your, I mean, what if you started in April? What's a month now? We're in the ninth month.
Yeah, September.
So what? You've been doing it for 5 months now. Would you say you're pretty much like locked in? Like there's
Yeah, 100%.
you yeah. What point do you reckon you got locked in? Because you did make like 9K in your third month, but was it before that or was it about that month where you just like you knew exactly what to do?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, even after my first month making 3K like so easily, come my second month I was like so locked in, made 6.5K just after 2 months of side hustle. I think that's pretty unheard of. Like it's so easy to do. To be honest, I didn't even put that much effort in. I literally just followed your guidance, which was the easiest thing to do, and then yeah, locked in and stay consistent.
We forgot to mention when did you actually quit that job? Was it in your second? I believe it was in your second month. I can't remember
Yeah, I'm
now.
pretty sure. So I started in like April. I think I quit it in like June probably.
True. Oh yeah, like oh what like start of June or something?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I started.
I mean, I'm not surprised though, because if you like made 6.5 bands
Yeah,
in May, like why the hell would you go back to
yeah,
your job the
that's
next month?
exactly my reasoning for quitting pretty much.
So what actually was like your monthly pay?
Including like Coles and like phones or
Nah, just Coles, just Coles.
just Coles. Look, I was doing probably like 500 a week, so no more than like 2K a month.
Yeah, that's mental, eh?
Yeah,
Well, for anyone watching, why would you say it's hard to take that original leap and actually commit to this new thing? Like, what advice, what game would you spit to them?
I guess the only thing is, it's like sometimes it can be hard to believe that you can make so much money just by literally really setting up a phone. That's like why it's kind of unbelievable to me at first, but honestly, just give it a go and like it's so easy to make money with it. I'm not gonna like say it any other way. Literally, just hop onto the course and figure it out yourself.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, what about people who are just scared to take the leap? Like, they just don't know what's on the other side. Like, they've obviously seen my results, they've seen my YouTube videos, my Instagram. Like, they know it's possible, but they just, like, I don't know, something's in the back of their brain and they just don't know. Like, they don't know what's on the other side. Like, what piece of advice would you give to, like, these scared people?
Honestly, just take the risk. Like, the situation's not going to change if you stay scared. It's not even a risk. Like, you put a bit of money into like reselling a phone, and I sell with $100. Look, if you're not willing to lose $100, then it's not really going to work out.
Yeah, I feel like $100 is kind of that, like, amount where it's like, if you're not even down to risk 100, then
Yeah, for the potential to
not even
make
risking
money.
though.
Yeah,
Like we've mentioned this multiple times, it's not even risking.
yeah, of course.
Anyways, boys, that'll pretty much bring this interview to the end. This case study interview, whatever you like to call it. And I guess for Max, just a bro, if you got any more words, anything you want to say, anything you want to add whatsoever, just time's to go now.
Yeah, so no, I just reckon honestly, if you're on the edge or on the fence of like thinking about doing this, 100% just give it a go. It's such an easy way to make money. If I didn't take this chance or this risk to like join up, then I'd still be working at Coles 6 months down the track and just hating my life. Take the risk. It's not even a risk if you can call it that, to be honest, and just yeah, change your life forever.
Sweet, sweet. Anyway, boys, that's about it for that. That was Max, and how he got to like $9,000 a month. His first 3 months was pretty fucking mental, but I guess big things are coming for Max. He wants to get to those $15,000, $20,000 months. That'd be pretty ideal, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, did you ever expect to be making this type of money? Like outside of the picture, you before April, did you ever think at some point you'd be making $9,000, $10,000, $11,000 a month ever in your
That's the thing
life?
that still surprises me, like especially this quickly. Maybe like a year or two down the track, but literally 3 months into like a new side hustle, it's kind of crazy to think how much you can make just by doing that.
Yeah, I remember one thing that stuck out on our first call that I was like, damn, this guy's gonna make hella fucking bread. You you asked me how much did I actually make in a year of phone reselling. Like you didn't think it was six figures,
Yeah,
but I told you it was like I I don't know if I should leak the number, but it was multiple six figures, and
yeah,
you were just like You were just fucking shocked, eh?
It's hard to believe, to be fair, just by reselling the phone how much you can actually make, but it is the reality of
100%.
things.
Yeah, I think the words reselling really get a bad rep
Yeah,
because of all these like AirPod resellers and shit. But the money in iPhone reselling, I like to call it a mobile phone business because I feel like that actually like represents and brands it in a better way than
yeah,
just like
sure.
reselling because it actually makes hella bread. Like the amount of people I know making 20 bands a month from phone reselling is kind of mental. But
Yeah,
anyways, boys, that was Max's student interview. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you want to follow in Max's footsteps and do the same and hit $9,000 per month in less than 3 months with a mobile phone business, then just click the first link in the description.